Hi there guys, this is Easy Fix FX, and today I want to share with you a super powerful basic system on how to enter swing trades. Very simple but super powerful, and you guys are going to love this actual method. Without a perfect entry, there's no possible way that you are going to be a good trader, because you're always going to be getting stopped out, you're always going to be on the wrong side of the market, you're always going to be losing money. So first of all, before risk management, before trade management, before any of the other rules, before money management, you have to find out how to get into perfect trade entries, because that starts that's the journey to profitability. Finding that, learning how to get onto the right side of the market. So I just want to share and show you guys how I do it. Let me just get out of this. Okay, we're in there. So I just want to show you guys. Let's take the Dow Jones for an example. Okay, so if we look at basically what it is it's the RSI indicator, but it's modified. It's not your standard 70-30 level. It is set to, as you can see, it's set to 50-50. You have a green zone and you have a red zone. Obviously the green zone will be your buy entry trigger, and your red zone will be your sell entry trigger. So as you can see, whenever the RSI comes up to the 50 level or down to the 50 level, it either changes direction or it bounces off the level. If you look right here, RSI came up to the 50 level, came above it, and now it's gone up for about, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It went up for 2 weeks, which is how many points? That is around 3,000 points, just more than, around 2,500 points or more. If you look at what happened with the stock market crash, once it got into the red zone, it dipped and it went down for nearly 1,000 Dow Jones points. So whenever you see the 50 level changing, coming up to the 50 level, you'll see that how the price reacts. It either continues or it drops below temporarily, depending on what you, if the instrument is in a, if you look at your monthly and weekly time frames and you can see that it is in a downtrend, then obviously it'll be majority below the 50. You'll see it'll be below the 50. Or if you look at your weekly and monthly and it's bullish, you'll see that it's more than likely in the just above the 50. So if we look at this now, we can see that the price has just bounced off the 50 level. So if we zoom in now to the 15 minute, that was the daily. If we look at the 15 minute, we can see that price broke out of this channel right over here, and now it's above the, well, it's just come out of that channel, and it looks like this is going to be a continuation to the upside. We can also see that price went from that red zone to the green zone. You can't use this method on anything less than the 4 hour. You can only use it on the 4 hour and the daily. It's not consistent when it on lower time frames. Okay, so the way you can find a lot of these entries for currency pairs and whatever is to use, I use this special app here. It's called the Easy Indicators Dashboard app. It's free on the App Store. If you want to subscribe to it, you can. It's not that expensive, but I'm only subscribed to the breakout one for the alerts. I'll explain that to you shortly. But if we look at, see how I'm getting notifications at the moment for breakouts on all the pairs. So when you sign up, it's $5 a month. Instead of signing up for a signal service with someone else, you can sign up for only $5 a month, and you can get breakout signals with this free app. So if we click on RSI, well, as you can see, this app gives you stochastics, it gives you trend, it gives you RSI, it gives you MACD, it gives you basically everything. Sorry, there's an ad here, annoying ad. Let me just get out of this. Okay, so if we look at the daily RSI levels, we're looking for ones that are around the 50 level. Okay, so let's look at Euro USD. That's at 46. So all we had to do was look at our RSI level, which was 46. Now that's becoming interesting. We go to Euro USD. We go to the daily chart. Okay, so we can see that currently price is still in the red on the RSI. So either we're looking for sell trades because it's still in the red, or we can wait for it to come back up to the green, to the 50 level, and then pass through into the green zone. Like for example what it did here, it came through, it got into the green zone and it went up for days. Same thing that it did here, it got back into the red zone and it came down for days. Sometimes, like over here, it'll hover around the 50. Okay, so you obviously you mustn't just dive into a trade if it crosses. You must wait for a clear price action movement to verify that it's moving in that zone. Like right now, it's in that red zone. So if we look back, we can see that it was in this channel here at the top. Okay, and then we could see that clear breakout to the downside. Okay, but then it came back up. Okay, and it basically invalidated that swing trade sell setup. So you got to be careful how you use it. But let's look at another one, for example. What else is nearing the 50 level? Let's look at USD. Let's look at NZD USD. It's at 47. Let's look at NZD USD, what that's up to. So we got our daily. So we can see now that price has just dipped below just below the 50 zone. Okay, but price is you can see it's at a crucial area. You can see that it's bouncing up and down on this 50 zone. So all we got to wait for is a clear indication that it's broken out. Okay, so you got to be patient when you swing trade. You can't just jump into trades. You have to be patient. You have to look for price action, clear price action opportunities. AUD JPY, that's at 53. So as you can see, just by me talking, you can see I'm not jumping into any opportunities here. I'm watching what's happening at the 50 level. Right now we're above the 50 level. We can see on AUD JPY. We come down to the 15 minutes. We can see here that price has broken out of this ascending channel or this lower channel. If we just draw a quick channel here, if we had that marked out a couple days ago, a couple hours ago, sorry, we would have seen now that price broke out of this channel. So now we wait and we sit at this level. Okay. So we either wait for price to come back down to the 50 and break downwards, or we look now for buy opportunities, continuation opportunities, which it looks like it's going to do. We all know that AUD, USD, NZD, USD, AUD, JPY, NZD, JPY, all those commodity currencies are all very strong at the moment. So basically the way you use this is that you're always looking for opportunities at the 50 level. Another great thing about this app over here is that it's got this breakout indicator. So it'll tell you when price is broken out on all the different time frames. If we look now, they've just released they sent me a notification for GBP NZD, a breakout. Price has already broken up previously and is currently still breaking up. So we can see that on the 15-minute, the GBP NZD pair. So we can come to this, we can look at our charting solution or whatever we're using to look at charts, TradingView or whatever platform you are using. If we go down to the 15, you can see that price is currently breaking out of this channel. We can also see that on our 50 level that price is not sure what it wants there at the bottom, so we could be looking at either a sell or a buy here. So all we're doing is we're sitting in these levels and we're waiting for a clear breakout. Once we see that clear breakout, for example on this one here, once we see price breaking, say for example around this level, above this top resistance level, then we can know and we can come back to this daily and we can see if price has just come above that 50 zone, and then we can enter into a buy trade. Trading is all about probabilities. It's all about getting high probability setups. You cannot, if you're scalping and if you're trading on lower time frames, it's very difficult to make money. If you look, swing trading to me is the way to go. You have to be, it's less stressful as well to enter and to be swing trading because you're holding your trades for days and weeks. And what I'm trying to say is as well, guys, use this strategy, but use it in a way that try it on one instrument first. Try it on one pair and master it first on one pair. Once you've got the hang of it, then you can start using it on multiple pairs, because especially as beginner traders, we battle to, if we've got multiple trades running, it becomes, we can't manage that. We're not designed to manage a lot of things as human beings, especially when it's real money on the line. So learn to master it on one pair and then start using it on multiple pairs once you've got the hang of it. Look how many opportunities we got. So this method also helps you with limiting your attempts at trades. So as we know, with the coronavirus and all that going on, we can see that the price is very undecided and it's all over the place at the moment. But if you look back, you can see clear opportunities that it gives you all the time. Look at GBP AUD. Let's look at GBP AUD. Look how many opportunities it gave you to get back into this bullish trend. Another way to check the level, exact level at which it's at, is to go into your MetaTrader. So for Wall Street at the moment, we can see, if we look on the bottom left at our RSI level, we can see that we're at 51.0 402 at the moment, so we can see we at that 50 level, but we've come above that level. Okay, so you need to find out exactly where that 50 level is at. So if we go back to Wall Street, US 30, I like to trade indices because they flow better and they're just more consistent. So we can see that the price is just, you can see it's bounced off the 50. Okay, and we can also see if we come down to a lower time frame that we've just broken out of this channel. So it's quite obvious now that we should be looking for buy opportunities. What you can do is enter a buy opportunity on a lower time frame, like the 5-minute or 15-minute. And then you apply risk management and money management from there. Enter with a small lot size. As price goes in your favor, start entering more lots. Only enter more lots when the price is clearly going in your direction. Move your stops up to break even. Once you're in profits, clearly in profits, move your stop up to break even, so you've locked in the fact that you can't lose, and then you start adding to your winning position from there. So by using the breakout app and by using daily RSI 50 levels, you're creating very high probability trade setups for swing trading. So this is just the way that I trade, and it's been hugely beneficial for me, because instead of scouring the market all the time, you can use these apps and use this sort of method to look for, high probability setups. And instead of attempting 10 times to get into a swing trade, you're only attempting once or twice to get into a big long-term swing trade. So guys, let me know what you think. Try it out yourself. Tell me what you think. Try it out on demo first. Once you've mastered it, then you can implement it onto your real account. To me, it's the only way to find swing trade entries. If you start listening to people that talk about Fibonacci and Elliott Wave and Bollinger Bands, all that stuff is hogwash, guys. You got to look at price action and clearly what it's doing. Clearly, you got to see where it wants to go. Okay, all right, guys. So take care. I hope you find some value in this, and hopefully it'll work for you. It works for me consistently, so I don't see why it wouldn't work for you. Just practice it. Right, guys, this is what the pros are using. I know a guy that's used this method for a decade now as a pro, and he's making a lot of money. He taught me this, and I've used it since then. And this is information I'm giving to you for free, so just appreciate it and enjoy your profits. Take care, guys. Love you.